Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea, one that kind of challenges a belief many of us hold. We tend to think that living a kind life, just being a good person, is the ultimate goal. But what if that's not the whole story? What if that perspective is actually missing a huge piece of the puzzle? So, this question is really the heart of it all, right? I'm a good person. Isn't that enough? And I think a lot of us can relate to that feeling. We try to do the right thing, to be kind, and we figure that's the path to a good life. But is kindness the final destination? Or could it be just the starting point of a much, much deeper journey? Okay, so let's get right into it. To really unpack this argument, we first have to be on the same page about what we even mean by kind-hearted in today's world.
Usually it means something like this, doesn't it? Not stealing, not hurting people, showing some compassion, and basically just being a good citizen who follows the rules. And let's be real, in the world we live in, just doing that is honestly pretty tough, and it's absolutely a noble way to live.
But here's the twist. This particular philosophy argues that all those good things, well, they aren't the final achievement. They're seen as the fundamental baseline quality of what it means to be a human being in the first place. So kindness isn't the goal, it's the price of admission. So if being kind is just step one, what are its limits? Let's explore why this viewpoint suggests that just being a good person, while totally essential, isn't the whole picture. Just think about it for a second. The sun comes up every single day. We have air to breathe. It's just there for us. The planet gives us food to eat. This perspective doesn't see that as just a given. It sees it as this huge and measurable gift, a kind of grace that we're constantly receiving. So the question is, can our personal good deeds ever really measure up to that cosmic level of generosity? And this is the crucial point. A life that is only kind can end up being kind of passive. You can be a good, virtuous person, but also be totally static, just focused on your own moral bubble. On the other hand, someone with a higher purpose is actively engaging with the universe. They're not just trying to be good, they're trying to understand their place in it all and to give back to that source of grace. And that idea of active engagement brings us to this central concept, receiving the Dharma. So let's break down what that actually means, because it's easy to misunderstand. We're not talking about transactional religion here, praying for a promotion or for good luck or to keep bad things away. It's not a ritual to get something. Instead, it's presented as this profound journey inward. It's about discovering the original pure nature you were born with, understanding where life itself comes from, and reconnecting with that enlightened core that this philosophy says exists inside every one of us. Now, what's really fascinating is how much the accessibility of this path has changed. Back in ancient times, if you wanted this kind of deep understanding, it was an extreme path. You often had to leave everything, your family, your job, and dedicate your entire life to it. It was really only for a select few. But the argument is that today, that same path has opened up for everyone, which is seen as this incredibly rare and precious opportunity. So why is this journey so important? Why isn't it enough to just be a kind person who might get rewarded in the next life? Well, this source points to 4 big limitations of relying only on kindness. And this is where we really see what's at stake. From this point of view, kindness might earn you good karma, maybe a better life next time around. But, and this is a big but, it can't by itself help you grasp the ultimate truth of reality. It won't get you out of the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. It doesn't lead you back to your spiritual home, and it's just not enough to truly repay that immense debt of gratitude we owe the universe for our very existence. This quote really drives the point home, doesn't it? It's saying that liberation isn't about being smart or cultured. You can be the most educated, well-read person on earth, but that kind of knowledge just operates on a different level. Escaping the cycle requires a totally different kind of seeing, a direct knowing that goes way beyond books and simple ideas of right and wrong. So how does this all tie together? The point isn't to say kindness is bad. Not at all. It's to expand our whole idea of it. So what then is a truly kind heart? This source brings up this beautiful concept, the kalinya chitta, or the virtuous mind. And the idea here is that this isn't something you have to build from scratch. It's your default setting. It's this inherently good, pure, and compassionate nature that every single one of us has at our core. Real kindness is just what happens when that innate mind gets to express itself. The ancient philosopher Mencius actually gave us a great way to think about this. He basically argued that these four qualities are what make us human: a mind of compassion, a sense of shame, a sense of humility, and a moral compass. He saw these as the non-negotiable parts of our true nature. So, when you put it all together, receiving the Dharma isn't about joining a new club or religion. It's the practical work of engaging directly with this virtuous mind you already possess. So, step one is just to find it. It's about looking past all the noise of daily life, the ego, the anger, the fear, and recognizing that this pure, compassionate core actually exists inside you. And step two is to restore it. This is the work, right? Clearing away all the junk, the bad habits, the negative thoughts, the conditioning that's covering up its natural light, and letting it shine again in its original, brilliant state. And finally, step three is to realize its full potential. This means letting that restored mind express itself completely in the world, not just as quiet, passive goodness, but as active compassion, as deep wisdom, and as a boundless virtue that lifts up not just you, but everyone around you. This quote from the great master Huneng just nails it. It all comes down to this. All the books, all the rituals, all the good deeds in the world, they don't mean much if they don't lead you back to this fundamental awakening within your own mind. The whole journey is internal. And so we end up right back where we started, but hopefully with a totally new perspective. Is being a good person enough? Or is a truly good life one that not only shows kindness, but actively tries to uncover the profound source of that kindness within, and then shares that light with the world? Now that's a question worth thinking about. Thanks for joining me.